כל השנה הלכות בכל יום מובטח לו שהוא בן העולם הבא. Bezrat Hashem, we're going back to learning, hopefully. Today is the 15th of the month of Elul. We're halfway through. 2 more weeks is Rosh Hashanah. Bezrat Hashem, Hashem should give us a beautiful year. Mitzvah number 583 we'll be discussing today. A lender, somebody who's giving over loans to people, he may not do mashkante. He may not take a collateral or pots of utensils that people use for cooking. Okay, if somebody using cooking utensils and they're worthwhile, you're not allowed to give money and take that as a collateral. And mitzvah number 584, somebody who has a sign of tzara'at, he has a white hair growing from his hand, he's not allowed to take off the white hair of the tzara'at as any sign. Not white hair from black. I'm talking about special with a mark, and there's a white hair right in the middle, black hair, and he takes it off. Whoever takes it off is prohibited, and he's breaking the mitzvah 584. Be'ezrat Hashem, lo petza, tzarat. The mitzvot are sponsored today. Le'elu nishmat Aaron ben Moshe. בוא לפה, אתה צריך לשמוע תורה. Aaron ben Sarah, no. Yitzchak ben Ora. But you have to stay for a few minutes to listen. מה עוד? מה? סוזן בת רחל, להבדיל לחיים, לרפואה שלמה, ליעקב בן רחל, חיה בת לאה, יוסף חי בפרט, יעקב ישראל בן דניאל בן אנג'לה, יוסף בן שמחה, ניסים בן שמחה, שלמה בן שמחה, וכל חולי עמו ישראל. בעזרת השם, מצווה נאמר 584, שלא לחבול כלים שעושים בהם אוכל נפש. So we have what happened was like this. The Torah is speaking specifically, a person who gave money, I had one already, thank you. A person gave out a loan for $10,000 to somebody, right? Mm-hmm. So now, that person promised him to pay him in a month or two. Whatever the contract is over, he didn't come to pay. So there is a halacha that says, you are allowed to go to his house, and you tell him, and you ask him, what can I take as a collateral? Now, you see, you're late already, 60 days passed. You're late for payment. I want to take collateral. No, I want to pay you. I want to pay you. If you want to pay me, you want me to relax. You don't want me to take you to Beit Din. Give me collateral, whatever you want. Something of value. So now, the guy comes out with a golden frying pan that he uses, and it's a golden frying pan. You know, the guy is rich. He doesn't have no money. He just has utensils. So he says, here, this golden frying pan that I use, it's worth at least $20,000. I'll give it to you as a collateral. Oh, why not? I'll take it. Chas v'shalom. If he uses it. If it's a golden frying pan just for show, it's not usable for cooking. Anything that the person uses for cook, you're prohibited to take as a collateral for your money, for the debt that he owes you. As it says, שנמנעו מלשכון הכלים שהן סיבת הכנת המזון לבני אדם בהן. There's a prohibition in the Torah. A person is not allowed to take any utensils that a person uses for a collateral, for cooking as a collateral. כגון, כלי התחינה, the כלי הלישה. The guy has magic mill. You know the magic mill the mixers? Magic mill mixers? The one that make flour dough, right? Turn flour with water into dough. You know what I'm talking about? You know those machines? You in flea market, you don't know the machine that makes the flour dough? Magic mill. Yeah, you know how much it costs? You could get one up to $2,000-$3,000.
Yeah, you put
heavy ones. Big ones, yeah.
Yeah, you put the
With flour and water and hot as a mix for everything.
like the mixer.
That's what we're talking about. Those mixers cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
So the guy says, now I'll give you that mixer. No, chas v'shalom. You're not allowed to take that mixer. What about a grinder? You know, there's a machine. I was in Israel 31 years ago. It happened to be, I was there at Hanukkah time. Yeah, no. They put me on a bike. They say, Rabbi, come. Abraham, we need somebody to work. I said, yeah, let's go. What's the job? We'll pay you, what is it, 30 shekels an hour? Was it 30 shekels an hour? No, this was 31 years ago. It had to be, 17 shekels an hour. I remember. Yeah. 17 shekels an hour, which translated then to the $4.25 an hour, which was normal, 1991. I was sitting on a bike and just riding the bike. A good exercise, right? Today, people buy a bike for $2,000-3,000 just to do exercise. What was I doing? I was rolling the bike and somebody was putting in, or there was a machine that was putting in the wheat into the kernels, into the something. And as I was rolling the bike, I was that chamor that goes around, that in a mill, in a flour mill, where they put the chitim and the chamor goes around with the stone turning around and grinding the flour into the flour, the chitim. That's what I was doing. I was that chamor on the bike. I was riding on the bike, and there was a grinder grinding the flour chitim for Pesach. I was there on Hanukkah.
Where?
In Israel, on Hanukkah, grinding the flour. Obviously, shamur was a special flour for Pesach that they're going to use. And I was sitting there for hours and then rolling on the bike, because I used to love riding a bike.
Workout, no?
Yeah, it was a good workout, and I'm getting paid for it. What, 70 shekel? I didn't mind. Any money is good for a kid, right? So I was doing making a whole big thing out of it. Very nice.
It's having funny money.
Having and money getting paid, right?
Mitzvoth.
So now, I want that bike, the guy says. The one who gave a loan, you're not paying, I'll take that bike. Chas v'shalom, not allowed to take the bike. Of course not. What are you guys telling you? I'm just giving you stories over here for nothing. Huh?
That's the car.
Just like what?
The bicycle. The car.
No, it's not. A car is allowed to take. A car is allowed to take.
He's allowed to take a car?
Because car is not for food.
Okay.
It has to be used for the purpose of food right now. You can't say, but he's an Uber driver, that's for his parnasah. No, he's allowed to take even Uber driver's car, because we're not talking about that. We're talking about specifically the prohibition of using items that are used to make food right now. Okay? The kli shchitat baalei chayim, also knife. You know the shochet's knife costs $1,000, $2,000. Those good knives. To shecht a large animal. The knife is like this big, at least, right?
Oh,
it has to be big,
sword.
and it has to be perfect
For what?
for the cow.
Shech. The shech.
Shech
Just
the cow.
my friend, he's
Yeah. $2,000, $3,000 today, such a knives. And they're so perfect, you kidding me?
You have to be.
So let me take that mashkon. Chas v'shalom. וזולת במה שיקלקלהו דבר שעושים בו אוכל נפש. Okay. ועל זה נאמר, it says like this, in chapter 24 in דברים, פסוק 6. לא יחבול רחיים ברכב, כי נפש הוא חובל. You're not allowed to take as the collateral, over there it says specifically רחיים, the mill, the grinding mill, ברכב, and כי נפש הוא חובל, as we said over there, because he is taking his life as collateral. Life you cannot touch as collateral. You're right, the guy owes you, is wrong, he didn't pay you in 6 months, he didn't pay you in a year, whatever it is, whatever the deal you made. You can't come into his house and take those things. Okay?
Why?
ולא לשון המשנה בבא במצה, because he needs to eat, that's why, the Torah told you. What do you mean why? No, זה עכשיו מדברים לפני בית דין. You came into his house and you say, listen, Habibi, you owe me 12 months money, right? You said you're going to pay. Ain't enough money, no problem, give me something. So he wants to give you that knife, shchita knife. He wants to give it to you. You have a yisur to take it.
He's a shochet.
Doesn't matter if he's shochet. His father was a shochet. Doesn't matter. You're not allowed to take it. Halas. Okay, it says B'Metzia, page 115, first side. לא רחיים ורכב. Habibi, shma. No, take his, what's his name? You can take his car. What's the big deal?
Okay, if you don't have no car, no nothing, the government can do nothing.
Okay.
You gotta go with the poor people.
Habibi, לא רחיים ורכב בלבד אמרו. It's not only talking about the grinding for mill, אלא כל דבר שעושים בו אוכל נפש. Anything that's used for cooking, for food, anything is not allowed to take. שנאמר כי נפש הוא חובל, it's as if he's taking collateral his soul. וכתב הרמב"ן ז"ל, בספר המצוות, שנשאר, שנבהר לך, הנה אמרם זכרונם לברכה, as our sage just told us, וחייב משום שני כלים שנאמר, לא יחבור לרחיים ורכב, שזו יביא לחשוב שאין שתי מצוות, וכל שכן באמרם וחייבין על הרחיים בפני עצמו, ועל הרכב בפני עצמו. So you have like this, you have a person who takes a whole grinder mill, right? There's two aspects in the grinding. The grinding has the bottom plate, right, where the wheat is thrown into, and then there's a stone that turns. If he took only the stone, chayav isur doraita. If he took only the bowl, he's chayav another isur doraita. If he takes both isur doraita. Until two avirot. Meaning, if he took both, he will get what? Will he get lashes over here? Do we give lashes? Let's see. A person who takes away the dishes that people use for cooking, he is breaking avera. He came in and he says, you owe me $5,000? No problem. I see over here the magic meal called rechev racham. He takes all the utensils that he has. Not one avera, only for $5,000. Every dish that he took, each one he gets avera. All those things that he took for any different types of dishes. וזה מה שאין צריך בו לדבר, שהוא כמו מי שחבל בגד אלמנת ראובן ובגד אלמנת שמעון ובגד אלמנת לוי, שהוא עובר הכל בגד ובגד. It's also the same thing over there. If he took from, what's the difference if he took from one person individualized items, or he took from different people? It's the same thing over here. ואומנם דין השאלה במי שחבל שני כלים וכולן שיעשה אוכל נפש ולא יספיק האחד מבלתי האחר בעשיית אוכל נפש, נאמר אחר שהאוכל אומנם ישלם וכולן הם ככלי אחד ויהיה חייב בשום כלי אחד. או נאמר אחד שהוא שני כלים חייב על כל אחד ואחד לבדו. וביארו לנו שהוא חייב עליהן משום שני כלים. אף על פי שהכיבוד שניהם נעשה את המלאכה. Even though over here, right, you might say, wait a minute, I don't understand you. The grinder, it's actually two parts, hasn't it? You have the grinding item and the bowl. So maybe you should be only over al one. No. Over here, the Gzeret HaKatuv is to rechev v'rechaim. The Torah pointed out to you, one or the other. Why the Torah told you that? Could have told you just clay, something. The Torah could have used one language. Clay ochel nefesh or something like that, right? But the Torah specifically pointed out to you, כגון rechev v'rechaim שלא ייתכן אחד מהן בלתי האחר. You can't use one without the other. שהוא עם חבל רחיים ורחב יהיה כמי שחבר בשארית של עיסה ושקית שחיטה והן שני כלים, כל אחד עומד למלאכתו. So even though that yes, it's very understandable if you took other kelim which are used individually on their own, like a knife or other stuff, over there he's going to be over there. וזהו עניין אמרו בחייב משום שני כלים. But over here the Torah tells us that he's chayav, he's going to be punished for two sins. לא שאין שתי מצוות, it's not because it's two מצוות, וזה לשון ספרי וזה העניין שביארתי לך, אמרו מה הרחיים ורכב מיוחדים שני כלים ומשמשים מלאכה אחד וחייבים על זה בפני עצמו וזה בפני עצמו. What's so special about the grinding mill that the Torah told you can't use one without the other, and still the Torah obligated two avirot for the same item, for this item. כך כל שני כלים שמשמשים מלאכה אחד וחייב על זה בפני עצמו ועל זה בפני עצמו. So let's say, one second, what is he saying to you? That, let's say a pot. How do you make macaroni? What's the use? You could actually, technically speaking, you could cook macaroni with just a pot. You don't need a cover. But if you want, I don't know, hastening, or maybe even for the cover also be chayav now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe
it helps out.
Cooking good. Let's say people like to steam vegetables. How do you steam vegetables? You need a cover.
Yeah, because with the
you want the steam not to go out. You go so mashba. If you took a pot that has, let's say we have a dish. Maybe you guys have it also. It's called mantu maker. It's a mantu. What is mantu? It's dough. It's dough, right? And it's not baked. It's not baked. It's steamed. Yeah. Oh, they have that wonton. Wonton soup, right? Yeah, it's a dough inside meat. And they close it. So Bukhari also have that. So now how do you cook that? They would have a pot. Inside the pot there would be water. Then they put on top like a cover, but it has holes. It has holes in it. Huh?
strainer.
I don't know if it's called a strainer because it has big holes.
Yeah,
and you put the dough inside. Right, I don't know. Okay, Habibi, listen. So they put dough with meat and all inside. They put another tray. Sometimes they put 5 trays.
No, this is not like this.
By us. That's why all the Bukharians put it in. So they put a cover, and it only works if you put a cover. If you don't put a cover, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Because all the steam gonna come out. So on each dish he took, on each part of this dish, he'll be chayav on it. Let's see, what does he chayav? Shoresh mitzvah zu. Now, why Hashem gave us this mitzvah? Yadua shuhu litikun ha'olam v'tzorich yeshuvo. The purpose of this mitzvah is for the world to be settled. That's what Hashem wants. Midinah mitzvah, obviously, that Hashem wants people to live together. You don't, oh, you owe me money. That's it. I don't care how you're going to live. Give it to me. Give me all this stuff. Give me, I'm going to, how you're going to make sure to pay me. Hello, Habibi. There's a life. The people don't understand. We are not here just to take care of ourselves and not to care about others. Chas v'shalom. Anything you do in business, haram on people who make money and think other people should not make money. Haram. A landlord. Let's say a landlord. A landlord sees, oh, I want to get rent. I had this. I had a Rasha landlord in Brooklyn. I owned. I took what's his name? What time is it now? 8 o'clock. Yesh Balasri right now. No, they're going to open right now. It's going to be there. 8 o'clock. Yeah. You know which one I'm talking about, Rabbi Lasri? Right across the street. If not, Nafalo.
Go.
Anyway. Now, so Midinah mitzvah Mashem Rizal. Oh, I had this. I had a guy, a landlord. You hear? A landlord. What happened? I took a land, literally empty land, and I said to him, Habibi, I'm going to make this over here business parking lot. Avenue J, right in the middle of the heart of Avenue J, empty street. No, negotiated. I was stupid. He was going to sell it to me. I should have bought it. No, we negotiated rent and everything for 5 years. I was afraid. I didn't know. Listen, still, it's a new business for me, new venture. Okay, I took the lot. Packed every day.
Yeah.
After 4 years, the lender calls me up. Says, listen, Habibi, I'm not giving you renewal.
Take it from the
Give you renewal. Rasha. You had your money. Say thank you. Khalas. I said, okay, I'll give you renewal, double the rent.
Give you another one.
He wants to give me a renewal, double the rent. I said, what double rent? I'm going to survive. I need to live. No, that's it. Halas, Habibi. You live, let others live. No, everything for me. I want to eat everything. Such people.
America.
There is no issue.
American.
You can't settle with such people. It's not normal people. People have to know. Habibi, people have to know there's other people. They have to live. Everybody has to live and be happy. מדיני המצווה, מה שאמרו זכרונם לברכה, שבעניין איסור זה אין חילול בין שמשכנו בידו, או על פי בית דין, בכל צעד חייב עליהם. You know what's going on here? Even if the beit din paskin to take, it will be a problem. Those things you don't have to take. Rabbi Moshe asked the question, what happens if the beit din is involved? ואם חבל מחזירין אותו בית דין בעל כורחו. Let's say he came in and he took it, the beit din is going to force him to give it back. ופשו מורנו ושמרה, האלה שאיסור זה אינו אלא כמשכן הכלי הנזכרים שלו בשעת הלוואה. This is all talking about specifically, as I told you, it's not at the time of the loan. At the time of the loan, you could take whatever he gives you. Anything. That's why I gave Akdama, it's talking about specifically where the guy failed to pay. But if you're coming before the loan, how much you want to borrow? $10,000. Okay, Habibi, what you have? Give me mashkon. You know what I could give you? I could give you whatever he has in the house, kelim, the grinder, all those things you're allowed to take without any problems. This is talking about only after. This prohibition is forever. Now, like we said, let's say somebody takes it, there is no lashes. Why there's no lashes?
Because it's...
Shlomo, he took it. The Torah says not to take it. He took it. Why don't give lashes here? Come on.
Because...
Davar anitan la'achzir. Something that you give back. If something you give back, you don't have to get lashed for it. That's it. That's what Torah is. Rahmanam, Rahmanot. Okay. Mitzvah number 584. Shelo litlosh simanei tzara'at. Oh, now, what is going on with tzara'at? I'll just tell you quickly outside, because some people have to leave already. It's brought down in Sefer Devarim, chapter 24, pasuk 8. Hishamer b'nega tzara'at. It says over there, you're not allowed to take off the tzara'at. What is tzara'at? Tzara'at is... No, whatever it is, tzara'at is, it's all about Hashem. Hashem is telling you, I give you tzara'at, you're not allowed to take off. Why? It's called trust me. Trust me. If a person doesn't understand, we learn from here, that there's a big Musar Haskel over here. I'm telling you, I'm skipping a lot over here. It's good to read it one time. There is a Musar Haskel that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave somebody tzarat. A person has to know that's what he has to have a munah shlema, and that's gonna show if he trusts Hashem or not. A person covers up the tzarat or shows he doesn't want to show people know about it. The point is he is telling Hashem, I'm not happy with your deen. I'm not happy with what you're doing. Person doesn't understand why does tzarat appear in public, what people should see. Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu is worrying for him. He wants him to go through a certain element of tzara, suffering, and in order to have a full kapara. A person who goes ahead and he covers up the tzarat or rips off the hair and he makes sure people don't know about it, this person that doesn't understand that he actually is what? Is actually not, he is preventing Hashem helping him. Same thing, a person is suffering, if somebody doesn't have money, he went broke. He doesn't understand. If his family is not eating, he's not eating properly. A person has to eat 2-3 meals a day. Gemara, 3 meals. Some people eat 2 meals. Whatever it is, a person has to eat properly. If he is not eating properly, his family is not eating properly because he doesn't have money, and he is ashamed to go and ask for help, he will pay for it.
Yeah.
He will be punished for suffering his family.
If he gets shy.
It doesn't matter. He has to understand this is what his tikkun is. He has to go and he asks help because that's what the world is all about. We're all here to help each other. And a person, you're right, he's shy. He's right. And you hear all those stories because he's shy, he's a holy person. Habibi, it doesn't matter. He will give cheshbon. A person will be punished for the fact that he didn't eat properly that day. All because he was shy. Because he was embarrassed to ask for help. Hashem wants you to go help. Because you're stuck now. You are unfortunate. Hashem wants, it's for your segula, it's for your shefa. It's going to give you good in the end. No, I'm embarrassed. You're embarrassed? But how come you and your wife and your children are going to starve because you're embarrassed? Who gave you that permission? Where? And that's tzarat. They're embarrassed. Do not be embarrassed. Oh, I'm embarrassed. People are going to say, I'm a tzarat? Chas v'shalom. You're right. You daven to Hashem, he should go away, the tzarat. So, but the person has to know. He cannot cover it up. He cannot rip it out. He cannot do nothing to show that he doesn't have it because it's not going to help him. And that's what we're learning. ונוהג איסור זה בכל מקום ובכל זמן, בזכרים ונקבות, שמי שנסתרה או מכיר בסימנים צרתו, שאינו רשאי לקוץ אותן. Now a person went ahead, this is a prohibition even today. It's not allowed to be doing anything. ועובר על זה, ותלש אותן על העניין שנזכרנו. What was punishment? Somebody rips out the tzarat. What's the punishment? Malkut. He gets 39 lashes. On top of that, and also, we know the halakha is if somebody has white hair growing on his beard, on his hair, and he rips it out, covering up, taking it out. For each ripped white hair, also 39 malkut.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm not allowed to. B'ezrat Hashem, if you have to go to work, make a lot of parnasah without any headache. B'shefa u'bracha u'tzlacha v'benachat tzmachot, b'ezrat Hashem.